to be caught. Here I come now, let's play hide and seek. Riding on the playground, no one dares to make a sound. Round and round and round and round, no one wants to be first found.
I fucking like you.
What?
I said I don't fucking like you.
You don't like me?
No.
Look.
I don't fucking like you.
My name is Marty, I'm an addict, 'cause I'm always throwing up. Hi, my name is Marty, I'm an addict, 'cause I'm always throwing up.
Is Emma who people say she is? I'm curious. Because she looks like a very healthy girl. So this one right here. I've got several of these videos that I've done. Let's see. The one I did just now was a yellow. The first one is yellow, mala yellow. Let me see when I did this one. Hold on. Okay, so I made that January 22nd, 2024. Okay, I want to check out, see what the other ones I did. I'm just curious. Whoops. Okay. This one.
Okay, Joe.
July 11th, 2023.
Alright, is this all for you tonight? Yeah. Alright.
Oh, this is weird. Okay, so I think this is the guy.
Give me $10, man.
I don't know why, but I feel like this is the guy that was yelling. One of the guys that was yelling when Ethan was caught or taken. It's just how I feel. Okay. The other one is this one. Okay.
Yeah.
And this one was August 10th. Okay.
Got it.
This one right here.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Okay, this one right here is important. These two people standing right here, this guy and this girl, are very important. Both of them work for Amazon. He worked for UPS. She ran the Amazon stuff at school. She was at the university. She was basically their sponsor, their spokesperson for Amazon. She is the one that did Amazon Prime? She's the one that taught everybody about Amazon Prime, how it works. So was she involved with the party that night? With the jeans, sweet jeans, or whatever they're called, girly jeans? They were all wearing ripped jeans, right? Was she involved with getting that party situated? He, in this video, says he hasn't been back here forever. Like he hasn't been back here since he graduated. Okay, so this guy not only worked for UPS, for Amazon, but he also is with EcoShield, but under a different name of EcoShield. Still pest control, still doing the same thing, just a different name. And he is there when that one guy is getting hazed. Like, after they step away, another group of guys comes up, and it's the one guy I think looks like Pete. I mean, I totally think he looks like Pete, but then he doesn't look like Pete. I mean, it's weird. But then Pete changes his looks a little bit too. One minute he looks really young, and other minutes, well, after this whole thing, he aged. he aged a lot. In fact, I think that Pete and Hunter probably have aged the most in this whole thing. Yeah. So these two people are important. Same with the two guys. I see the top frame on the upper left-hand corner. Those two guys right there are really important. In fact, those two guys, you can see them in both of them. Something's up with these guys, and it's so weird. I cannot put my finger on it, but I kind of think they're also with Deadly Six. That's what I feel. So the art students, something like that. Yeah. Pure speculation, all my opinion. Oh, by the way, this girl in this picture down here too, she also won the Junior Achievement Award for outstanding achievement and high standards or whatever. Same with Natalie Goss. Kaylee did that TikTok of the pumpkin. When I see Natalie Goss, this is what I look like, and she holds her mouth open like the pumpkin, like, oh my God, it's Natalie Goss. She's such amazing. That's what I get out of that, or that's what I get out of that pumpkin video. But this girl is one of the 4 that actually won these awards, and also along with get this, also along. Okay, you've got Natalie Goss, you've got this girl, her name's Erica, and then you've got Kayla, which is the Asian girl that runs around wearing nothing all the time. And the next girl you've got is Sydney, which is the girl that was the bartender with Adam, that Adam did the Venmo with. Not Sydney Ferris, not Ferris's sister, but a different one. She also, the other Sydney, she has been affiliated with the Senators for years. Like, she was a page for them from the time probably she could was allowed to be a page. Say 13, I think is what it is. And so she's worked with the mcclure, she's worked with all of those big names. And she continues to do so. She is something to be reckoned with. Also, this girl here is also something to be reckoned with. This is so incredibly... Sometimes I just need to freaking slow down because I got so much information in my head. And it's so... When I'm talking and making these videos, it's like you just talk and you get it out. But then when I stop for a second and I realize what I'm saying and what I'm alluding to and speculating and throwing my opinion out there on what has happened here, it doesn't feel real. But if you follow the stuff here, the videos you watch, the people, you go back in time and you see what has happened prior to this, the dates it's happened, the pictures that are posted through Instagram, Facebook, all of that, it starts becoming real in your head. Like, oh yeah, that's right, back to reality. And it's so hard to fathom that one individual could do something like this, but a gang of them, your fellow brothers and sisters of your sororities and your fraternities, and then the higher ups of the university, including, in my opinion, the president, look the other way. And not to mention the law enforcement, helping them escape across the street, get away from the scene, because something has happened. And it was planned. This was a calculated event. Whether they knew that this was going to end up this way or not, doesn't matter. It was premeditated. It was planned. They probably had meetings about it. They had to have, because they wouldn't have been able to connect like they did. This was scripted. Each person had their role. Absolutely had their role in this. And you can find them right on down to the Venmos. You know what? That's one thing we need to look at. I never thought about that, but the time that the yelling took place, when Ethan was yelling, I wonder if that was when Ethan paid Jack Katovich with a Venmo. That's something that needs to be looked at. That makes total sense now, that's the time that it would have been. I could probably just look that straight up on the Grub truck and just go right straight to the time, and I bet you they connect. Betcha. God, that makes my stomach hurt. But mostly it makes my heart hurt. It makes my heart just feel just being any one of them at the point in time when they realized what was happening to them, what was going down, and they were looking at their peers. They're looking at a crowd of them, a lot of them. And they're looking at every single one of their faces, just like Kelley did when Peyton handed her whatever, or put whatever she did when she walked up to her at the Grub truck and she put her arm around her or got up close and whispered something to her. And then finally, Kelley looked up from her phone and she looked around slowly. She zeroed in on Jovito. She started looking around and her face, oh my God. Her face said everything. Everything. She was confused, hurt, afraid, disbelief. I mean, for me to find the right word what she looked like, beat down, just like unfathomably, just can't imagine something like this dawning on her, what these people, who they were and what they were about to do, what their plans were. Because at that point, I believe she knew it. And that's why after that, she put on her show, which, you know what? I would have done the same thing. I would have done the same thing. When they're doing stuff like that to me, and people are doing things like that, being mean or whatever, I am like her. For me to cope with that, I would laugh, I would joke, I would pretend like I'm having a great time. It's exactly what I would have done. So I know that's what she was doing. In my heart, I know that's what she was doing. So right about now, as you're watching this video, it just dawned on me that the guy behind the guy at the counter, the one with the hat on with the yellow band around it, on the bottom picture, he's looking at the reflection in the window, which is a car pulling up. If you can see the upper photo up here, you can see a headlight in the window where he's looking. And not only that, but there's another car. There's several cars there. There's 1, 2, 3 cars that have just pulled up just now. There's a lot going on, you guys. A freaking lot going on. And when one group's time is up, where they're supposed to be, another group comes in. Like, it's literally, they do not leave the place alone before another one gets there. Like, it's like a tag team, like handing off the baton. As one grows out, the other one slides on in. Pretty much throughout the whole thing, except for a couple different spots in there. And that's also, maybe that's what we need to look at too. The spots where nobody was at the Grub truck. I bet you those are seriously important to connect with Linda Lane, because that means, where were they? They were somewhere. They were somewhere. And I bet you those times will coordinate with Linda Lane and or Banfield. Yep. That definitely needs to be dissected. My gosh. Okay, my brain's going to take a break here. Love you guys. Thank you for your support. Please be kind to people. I know you will. Thank you.